Good morning everyone. In today's video I will try to solve a sample of a final exam for the AutoCAD material that we have for this semester. I have this couple of PDFs for the sample of the last year exam, and as you can see it's been targeted based to draw the ground floor, first floor, and section and roof, of course, and sections and one elevation. So we have also to deal with adding text and hatch and dimension. We have to create doors and walls with the appropriate layer for almost everything, and then we have to go and create required layouts based on a specific information provided here in question number 4. And the final thing in question number 5, we have to create some XREF to contain whatever document required here in the example. Now, the first step in the first video I will try to post is to draw the, of course, the ground floor. And I'll go ahead and start up by, straightforward looking at the document and seeing, that I have a bigger number as we agreed, so this is have to go for millimeter as units, because usually the beginner students with me ask in the first year ask how to know the units, and of course I always give them the hint that they can notice that there is a big number in the beginning, so they should figure that out, that these are 4,400 millimeters, not a centimeter, and not, of course, indeed not meter units. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and start up a new metric file. I will go with an AutoCAD ISO. Make sure that you have units, set it up, and it's millimeters. So that's been checked. Let's go ahead, and I'll keep using Alt and Tab to switch between PDF and the AutoCAD, and I'll start up from A, drawing the first grid in the first bubble, and then copy paste it. So general look, it's 1,500. I know the distance, but we need to know how much roughly we have, as an overall width, so we can know how long is the vertical line, rather than figure, a part of it. You can go ahead and, calculate those numbers to get the results. I will just go roughly, like say 2, 5, which 7, 8, and then 11, 12, 14, and then we go ahead here to 16, multiplied by 2 just to be safe. So we're talking about 32 meters, the length of the grid. It's just an estimated number. So again, I will click in here and I'll look. I'll probably need an F8 to go ahead and set up the line to be vertical, and always watch the amount of suggested number. As I say now, it's 1 meter only. You probably need to zoom out more, so you get something like the maximum thing to zoom out is still almost on. I cannot zoom out more than that. So anyway, the suggested is around 5,000. We need, as we said, let's say 30 meter, something like that. So I cannot see the end of the line. It's okay. You can hit Z space E space, or zoom extend, or double click on the scroll middle mouse button to get it already prepared for you. I will go ahead and draw a circle, okay, and place the circle here in at the top, and I will insert also a text and place the text inside. Figuring that out, should be A as a letter, and if it's too small, as usual, just zoom in and scale it. Let's say 50 times up. Probably 50 is not enough, so I'm multiplying by 2, making it 100. Place the A almost in the middle, and that's it, our first grid. Probably now the best time to create the layers. New, so I'm gonna go with the grids, and I will make it current and assume that the color should be like something red. Load the line type for it, boys and girls, and go load, and I'll pick this dash dot dash, hit OK, click on it again, and then OK. Make sure that it's been loaded here, and for the line weight, try to make it as thin as possible. I'll go with 0.05. Anywho, so that's been set and created. Before I go ahead and continue. It's really important thing to consider. Lots of people start up looking at the document and draw. I drew that based on my previous knowledge and how it should be drawn, but for you, and I'm talking here about beginners who really try to deal with the first year in architectural school, they will be asking why you use or why you depend on the grid, why you do not use the external walls. As long as, guys, we have a grid and the grid is really established on both sides, and you see the majority of the walls are actually centered to them, it will be a wise idea to draw the grid first, not the walls. I see lots of students drawing walls and end up by, having a lack of dimension in some spaces. Make sure that you understand this clearly, as lots of documents you got will not have all the internal or the external dimension. So I don't think that drawing that, specifically this type of document, from an outside or inside dimension, but rather you have to start up by drawing the grids. Anywho, so select this guy. I'm gonna place it. It's already been based and drawn in layer 0, so I'm gonna place it in grid. I cannot see, as you can see clearly, the line type, so I'll hit LTS and I will use that to multiply it by 10. I think that's almost enough. Maybe I'm hitting space again to activating it, and probably I'm giving it another 30. So that's I think that's good. I'll copy the thing. I don't know, for some reason I don't like the bubbles. Maybe they are small. I'm just gonna multiply it by 2. Now I'll go ahead and copy this one. Let me try and see the first 1500, 1500. Fair enough. Really fair enough. So again, it's a 3100. And now 2000. And then 1400 and so on. Now 228, okay. And after that 2400. For some reason I feel I made a mistake. Anyway, 4500. But it's okay, even if you do, we can fix that later. 4400. And then this number, be careful with the crazy numbers that you might find in my document. And it's okay, even if it's, I feel it's a mistake, a drawing mistake. No, it's not. So it's been put on purpose. Be careful of this type of numbers. So 3992. Anyway, a kind of a crazy number we got in here. So double click B, C, and so on. Double check if they are following the alphabetic correctly. It is. It's good. Probably the A making problems. G a bit. F really much. Anywho, that's just me being nitpicking. Anyway, now layer new. Now you have to start up by creating dimension. Do not proceed under any circumstances without having dimension being placed, because you really need make that continuous. Really need to double check that you draw the correct dimension and the direct distances between the grid, and of course the first one will not be seen, so D space. And from the modify you go to the fit, and I'm adding another 100 for the overall scale. That sounds good for me. DCO, and now start clicking. Oops, undo. Make sure you are picking I hate that. Anyway, I have to turn off the nearest option. It's in the snapping, it's making problems. But anyway, too late for it. That's good. So let's check OS. Yeah, that's making problems, so no thanks. So 1500, 331, 2000, 14, 28, 24, 45, 44, and that crazy number 3992. So far so good. Perfect. Now we need to do the horizontal set. So I'm gonna just take one of those guys, just place it aside and then rotate it. And I'm gonna make it as 1. Stretch that a bit. Now 2500 and then 5200. If my guess were right, it is right. 1800. That's an 1800. And then 3200. And 1500. Now 2400. Now 4600. Now you need to set it up the number properly, so 2. And guess what? 3. And sadly this is 4, 5, so that's an 8. Stretch. Now again DLI. Come on, DLI. Thank you very much. Now let's do that. 2500 should be 5200, 1800, 3200, 1500, and then 2400, and then DCO again 4600. Perfect. Great. Now that's done. Now next thing, after you finish doing the grid and dimension, you have to start up to draw the walls. And the logic is to draw the external walls indeed. Do not offset the entire grids. I see lots of students do the old method by offsetting the entire grid. I will never do that in such a complicated plan. And the thickness of the wall is 200. So the right thing is to do is to draw the external lines of that. Be careful because you need that to be placed. It will be easier to draw this, by the way, if you have the print out beside you rather than jumping with Alt and Tab between PDF and AutoCAD. Anywho, so let's do that. It's a 200 mil. Anyway, before we do that, let me go layer and I create a layer for the walls. I'll make it current. I'll make it yellow. And the thickness is something really big, let's say 0.3 or 0.35 as a line weight. Now again, it's with A1. It's actually starting with A2, then all the way to G. So I'm gonna go on PL, polyline, and up to G. It goes down again, and then all the way to J, all the way to J, thank you. And then I'm going down to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the first grid after that. Who cares what is it? And then 1 grid now, 2 grid, beautiful. And then you go all the way 1 grid to the left, and then 2 grid to the down. Ignore the curve. Oh god, did I cut that? Anyway, PL again. So this one and all the way, let's say 1, 2, 3 grids, 1, 2, 3 grids. So 2 in the middle, 1 jump up, and then this, and then that, and then 2 lines. That's 1. Again, I cut it anyway. And 2 lines in here, and then you go up again, 2 lines as such, and then you go closing the thing, as you can see, with another polyline. Now because I break too much of it, so I'm gonna go P-edit, select that guy, and then select join. You can join it automatically without the P-edit by the join command. It's up to you, both correct. Or try not to cut it like what I have done. Okay, that's my line. Okay, now there is a curve in it, right, which is here, and if I zoom in, the curve can be done now before the offset or out the offset. Anyway, now what the line we have is on the grid, so if that the outer was 2000, the inner will be 1900. So I'm going to fillet radius 1900, trying to draw the center of the arc like this. Now I offset happily to the left, to the right, get rid of the one in the middle. Now if you IDRA, you see this dude, and then you see this dude perfectly placed, right? Now you don't need this to be, you know, a continuous thing. So go ahead and explode. See, X space. Now they are just separated, beautiful, placed correctly lines, laying here peacefully. Don't ever do the whole grid left and right offset and then try to join and trim. It will be a really, really bad thing to be done, and really consuming too much time. Now you drew the outer lines, right? Now you go ahead and you know, try to close and draw the inner lines, and that's easy if you can just select that dude and then, you know, trim those, extend those two things. Don't trim. Okay. Now this room have to be continuous up to E. Beautiful. So up to E, that's my E here, down here, and then I'll offset it 100 to the right and then 100 to the left, and then, you know, remove that guy. So up to E, and you have to, you know, whatever, I'm gonna fillet, okay, fillet radius 0 to get rid of the arc. So this one and this one, I know this is wrong, just don't trim it now. And then, you know, there's a wall here, there's a wall here, thank you, so extend. Okay, that's one, let's do. And there is 2 walls in here, so I'm gonna be lazy a bit. I'm gonna take those 2 things in here, all the way here. I feel something wrong. No, there is not. There's a little bit of a piece in here, and there is a wall like this. Beautiful. So I'm gonna have my wall in here, from here to here. Offset that guy 100 up, and then 100 down. Remove that line inside, and then you have a line in here, and then you offset that guy to the left and then to the right. Again, delete but don't trim the work, just keep it like this. It's way much easier to do that job once. And then you have to close this big main entry we have in here. So that's my big main entry right here, this one with this one. Thank you. Now what we have to close this little bit of a small rectangle. So yep, we have this one. extend, don't keep extend manually. I made something wrong. This guy to this guy, and then this guy to this guy. Don't clean again those things. Extend now. This dude here, and I'll just copy this guy right on from this point to this point, and with the magic touch of an extend, everything will be very happy. Now that's okay. That's been modeled correctly, I guess. That's it. Beautiful. Now what you need now is to turn off, of course, you go home, turn off the grid. Do not do the trim. Please don't do the trim while the grid is on. It's really wrong. TR space, and you go ahead, help yourself. You know, like it's half an hour wasting time with the trim. What's wrong with Rivet, guys? Why don't we learn Rivet? Anyway, it's just a joke. Okay, now, okay. It's good to understand that you need to do the job once. Don't keep jumping between drawing lines and trimming lines. Finish the drawing, and after that finish the trimming separately. One time you draw, one time you trim, and don't mix things, so you don't jump between one command. Don't waste time by giving and activating and deactivating commands in AutoCAD. It's really bad strategy in work. It's all about how you think it. Anyway, it's done. Beautiful. See? Now we don't need the grid for the time being. Probably for the column later on, or we can add the thing now. Anyway, columns, I don't like them. Anyway, let's do them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one here, nothing up there, and nothing one here. Okay, as boring as possible. So in this case, we need to apologize for our reading. Get it back. I'll draw a rectangle here. I'll move that dude here, and I have no clue where to place it. I'll assume in here. Assumption correctly, and then 4 and then 1. Beautiful. So copy, and 1 here, then copy those guys together up to here. No, I think 1 here for some reason, which is I not really understand why I did that, but it doesn't make any sense. But okay, who cares? It's 4 a.m. so nothing makes sense anymore. Okay, so push that here. Beautiful. So the columns placed properly, boys and girls, nothing else. There's some dashing here, dash lines, beams above us, and to sustain the slab above. I cannot care less. Now let's do the architectural opening. I can assume, trying to know the width of the door. Here it goes. It's 1000. Usually it's written once, boys and girls. Not usually written all the time, everywhere for you. So just once, 1000. Beautiful. And the opening is okay. The opening is 1200. Doesn't make any sense. The distance between the door and the wall is 200 mil. Beautiful. So let's do that. So we have this guy here. I'm gonna offset 200 mil, and then I'm gonna offset 1000. And in this case, indeed, we need to turn off the grid. I will just extend those guys and then trim whatever I can get. Beautiful. Now this dude here in the store, oops, I've done something wrong. Yeah, the door here, I have this method by drawing the architectural opening first. I don't draw the doors. There are lots of reasons behind that, but anyway, that will be placed, I think, here. Yep. This one here, match property, sorry, select previous. That's it, and that's done. Again, another one here. another one is here, and then another one here, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it will be mirror, and then midpoint. That's one, that's two, this one, like that. Oh my god, I did it, I swear. Okay. Now what? Now what? That's done, that's done, that's also done. Those two things, boys and girls. Oh, where they are? Did I miss a room in here? Okay, yes, I did. And I need the grid, sadly. Okay, so I'm gonna copy those. Okay, to here, I believe. Isn't it? Yep. That's why I tell you always to turn off the grid when you do the trim, because you're gonna have to lose extra click. That's not a good thing to be done. Now, a door here and a door here. Use whatever you got. Don't redo it again. So this dude here. Wait. Something is missing here. Why I don't get object snap extension? Is it working? Yeah, it is. Meh. No idea. Now I get it. It's just trying to annoy me. Anyway, turn off the thing. Now 200 to be kept in here, which that will be enough for this. Now the extension is working perfectly. This is not a good thing to be done at all. You have to leave a distance. This is not at all. You have to have a small piece like this. Really not a good idea to put the door in here. Okay, a door here. Okay, now we have to take something on the left side, so I'm going to go with this one and place it in here and then trim it. Beautiful, done. So that's done perfectly. Now we need the door, 1000 mil. So we're gonna have to do it the old school. I know it's been drawn like that, but okay, it's drawn properly like I want. Okay, there's the frames, beautiful. So rectangle, and then you move the rectangle, that's the frame. Very basic way to represent that. Line, rotate, offset 50, and then another rectangle, just to get rid of those extra lines, and some innocent circle here, and then a lovely trim between this frame and this line. Beautiful. You must take those all, you must, and you must place them in layer 0, and then block that thing, and you're gonna go door, single, 1000, and then it's a plan. Select all those. The way we name it, guys, is really important. Pick point here. Make sure it's converted, not to delete, and hit OK. Now we need a layer for them, so go new. I'm going to go lazy here, so doors and windows together. I don't know what's written in the question, guys. I'll leave that for you to comply with. No, I'm gonna go this one. I'm gonna place it in the door layer, and sadly it's the other way around. But before we flip it, it would be a good idea to place it here, and this dude to be mirrored like such. Thank you. And you guy to be mirrored like such. Okay, so those have been mirrored. This guy, one up, one down. Also, this is the same as that. Beautiful. So we can steal that for a couple of seconds and place it here, and I'm gonna place it here, and this guy definitely need to be mirrored. Beautiful. And this guy have to be also copied. Beautiful. Now what else? We have the bathroom door here down. For some reason I don't know what's happening. It should be rotated. Yes, it is. Rather than mirrored. Extra click. Anyhow, that's done. Anything in here? No. Nope. Nope. Beautiful. Now the double door is 2000. And it's 1000 mil away from the edge of the door. And then 2000 mil. And then a good extend on both sides. And then a nice trim we got in here. Those are our doors. And again, you do the opening first. 1200 from the left side. Take those guys with you, those two lines, and then you rotate them in 90 degree. Now, where is it? It's in, technically here. I am in the right place. 1200. Careful. Where is the 1200? Here, from the face. Okay, so move. Take this dude here. Can I push it down? No. Here. Then move previous 1200 and then trim it. So 1, 2, 3, and that's without dimension on both sides, so it should be in the center. How you take it? Both space, right click, with shift, mid between 2 points. So that's the first point, that's the second point. So now I'm supposedly to hold it from the middle, which is completely ignored me. Shift and right click, that's my first point, second point, and then you go ahead and place it here. Trim it, ladies and gents, to get this opened. It should be opened here too, so without even thinking, just take it, trim it, that's it. Now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Did that? Haven't I did that? Did I do that? Oh God, I did this one, and instead I did this one and this one. Okay, I'm sad now. It's okay. So this one, I'll select this guy here, right here, and right here, and then trim those things. Now they are placed properly. For this guy is 600, 650, and that's a 3. Okay, so how much it is now? Okay, and how much it is now? Okay, that's scary, isn't it? 650 from 1300 is again another 650. So 650, isn't it? Beautiful. My math is still on. And how much is the gap itself? Choose. Okay, so we need another 350, and I'm using stretch command. S space, click here like this. Anyway, just to refresh the lectures, you know that you should have known the command, right? Stretch is really killing command. You have to know it. We spoke about it lots and lots in the lectures. Anyway, I'm gonna push that up. I'm doing something wrong here. I'm doing two architectural fenestration together. I shouldn't. I should finish the door first and then come to these arches. But I'm just getting benefit of the fortunate mistake that I've done here. Anyway, door. Too lazy to draw the door. I know the feeling, so I'm gonna steal that one and place it here. Explode that guy. Remove the things. Oh no, not this one, of course. Maybe this guy. And I'm gonna move this like this. I'm gonna draw a line. Draw half line, as we spoke in the lectures. Move that up and then you know what to do. Copy. Okay, copy 50 and then rectangle. Remove the extra line because you are a professional, you shouldn't leave extra line. Circle. Come on, boys and girls, you know how to do that, right? Remove this matchup property. All those should be in the same layer, which is layer 0. Any basic component, as we said in the lectures, should be and must be placed for any block in layer 0. Now you place it, now you go block. Now door, you know the architectural element first, double its category, and then 1800 its width because it's have one dimension in this plan, and then the plan name. Select the architectural component for it, its space, big point, specify this, hit OK. It will be immediately turned on into the active layer, which is wall. Change it to the door and everyone in the universe will be happy. Okay, now that's been done. Guys, now we need to mirror that here and then a couple of rotations. So let's mirror that first. Where is my mirror point? There's an absolute imaginary point between this end and this end, like this, boys. That's been done. Now another copy and then rotate and then move. Same door on the other side of this big entry or reception or whatever you call it, and then this dude here, you have to bring it properly to the area of the edge of this, then you mirror that for some reason inside. That's it. Beauty, isn't it? Oh god, I'm tired. Okay, now that's been done. All the doors are open. Now you have to go ahead and draw the windows and those arches also. We can do the arches now, I think. Let's do them now. We need 1200 here and 1200 here. That's a 200 mil depth from the side, so I'm gonna depend on this, but offset it 1200. Trim that thing. Okay, trim that thing. Okay, and then you gotta copy to the store or near the store, guys. So rotate again, and it should be in the middle. Okay, so move, right click with shift between those 2 points, and I'm gonna grab it from the middle, trim that thing, and we're gonna get the opening done for us. Any dashed arched here? No. Oh yeah, here one. No, I hate that. Anyway, so let's take this. So let's go here. Let's copy this one. Okay, guys, and place it in here. Trim is a good command. So that's it. Now we need a new layer, of course. New. I'm gonna call it hidden. You wanna call it dash, whatever make you happy. I'm gonna make it dark green, but not that dark that you cannot see it, so that make sure that you have a proper line weight for it, and give it a try. Now you're gonna first type here, first line here, nothing to be shown. It's okay, don't change the line type. Okay, why we don't see the grid? Let me on everything. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to see it. Now in this case, wow, it's hidden. So I'm gonna change the line type scale individually. Let me try 10, no, 100. Okay, now I'm start to get away. 0.1, 0.01. Beautiful, it's happening. It doesn't work. Reset it, make it 1. Check that you did everything properly. I love this type of mistake. Go to the layer. See the mistake I've done. Please learn. It's really annoying because, you know, I did it. I thought I loaded the type, but I didn't. That's one of the major issues, that you think you did something and you didn't. Load it, be happy, and yep, See, I loaded, but I didn't apply it. Yes, that's what always happens. Welcome to AutoCAD. Make sure to click it and then OK. You think you loaded, problem number one. Problem number two, you think you applied it. That's an issue, huh? Now it's okay. Now it's happening and it's showing. Now nitpicking. If you want to change the dash, have a look. Now see this guy? It's a really big gap. You either go change the scale or you load this one, tidy one. Okay? And again select it. Probably gonna get better result, you see? Or you just select it and be happy and change the number here. I'm not gonna do that. Again, we are architects, so technically, we're too lazy. So we're gonna do that. Quick solution for us. I'm doing a serious mistake by working with the grid on. I don't need the grid. You should have lock it or turn it off. But anyway, should have copied those guys again. All right. Great. Last one. Turning off the thing. I can't stand it anymore. What else? Here we have a dashing thing, so let's do the thing. And then an offset of a 200 will fix the issue for us. Beautiful. That's done. A beam above, another beam in here while we are here. So probably polyline will be better. Too late to fix for us. Beautiful. Anything in here? Nope. Nope. Always check the corner for the hidden. Usually you lose grade by not doing that. Okay, now that's done. That's all for the doors. That's all for the windows. No, that's door, double door, hidden. Now the windows, the last thing. Check how many types of windows you got. That's a 1001, okay? And here we go with the 2001, okay? So that's probably better to be left for the next video, because now it's touching 4 a.m. and I have to sleep. I have work tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to continue that next video, guys. Wait for me. I'll see you soon, inshallah, next lecture. Bye for now.